It feels wrong to criticize Rockstar, which is one of few AAA studios that actually puts out a quality game every time, but naturally, all good things must come to an end, and I think that time for Rockstar is upon us. In today's video, I'll be tackling multiple topics. We're going to be discussing business and we're going to be discussing politics, my two favorite things in the whole world. October 21st, 1997, DMA Design released Grand Theft Auto for the Sony PlayStation, the first installment of their most famous franchise to date. These games feature vast open worlds, a huge list of vehicles, and the best stories ever told in entertainment history.
Floyd, massage!
No, I really don't.
Do you want me to get my dick out again?
Overall, great games. But what if I were to ask you, what are some other Rockstar titles? You might say Red Dead Redemption, LA Noire, or Grand Theft Auto the Trilogy Definitive, or Grand Theft Auto the Grand Theft Auto the Trilogy the Definitive Edition. All of these are valid answers, but they don't even scratch the surface of underrated gems made by Rockstar. The first ever Rockstar game I've played was Bully. I stole it from Blockbuster. Bully is a game where you play as a kid named Jimmy Hopkins, a troubled kid who shares the same morals as mine. Respect me, and I'll respect you.
What's new, sir?
Is that shirt some sort of a joke, Hopkins?
You must be so humiliated.
Like any other Rockstar game, it got its fair share of controversy, and even was banned in Brazil. Rockstar had its haters, but no one compared to Jack Thompson.
That old yee-yee-ass haircut you got.
We'll get to Rockstar's critics later. My point is that during the 2000s, Rockstar took risks, made mistakes, and got messy, but now they've become complacent. In the last decade, all they've made was Grand Theft Auto 5, Red Dead Redemption 2, and remakes. They have no new ideas, but instead, they rely on people replaying their old games again, which leads me to my second point. The first time playing through Red Dead 2 was awesome. The second time, you realize that you're just dicking around for the first 3 chapters of the game. Second run through Max Payne 3, you can't skip the cutscenes. Playing Grand Theft Auto 4, you realize you're just driving people to and from missions. You never realize the little things in your initial playthrough, but they are pushed to the forefront during your second and third. There are ways to cut down on the tedious aspects of these games, like maybe making mission markers closer to the actual mission objectives. Remember that tow truck mission? Just get rid of that. Why did this company that makes games about violent criminals turn into a socialist butterfly? It hurts the experience because the quality of writing drops off. How can you be less offensive when the title of your game is literally an offense? Yet here we are, with a company that has grown estranged from its core audience. The fact that we sat through years of Fernando videos waiting for leaks only to find out that it's gonna be this. What Rockstar is doing is trying to broaden their fan base by appealing to their critics. Remember him? The problem with this is that they're alienating their already established fan base to appeal to the groups that already don't like them.
I wrote a blog post a while ago about why I f***ing hate video games, because this is what it does. It appeals to like the male fantasy.
We are at a point where every single game must be an open world game, otherwise it's boring. I welcome this more open change of pace, but it starts to become redundant when there's nothing to do in that world. GTA 5 is a good example. On the surface, it's more polished and detailed, but San Andreas is more vibrant and jam-packed. You have access to 3 different cities and 4 different environments. By scale, San Andreas is smaller, but manages to feel bigger than GTA 5 and Watch Dogs 2 combined. Not every game necessarily has to be a huge exploration dump. All it does is just take up more development time. Games aren't just massive online multiplayer experiences. Linear is okay. When people play online games, they just want to turn it on and get right into the action within a minute. Overwatch, Fortnite, Call of Duty, Counter-Strike, Battlefield, all these games will get you into a match quickly. GTA Online is a different story. How was the 360 version the fastest out of all of them? After you take 5 minutes to load into a game, you're greeted with a cesspool of toxicity. What the fuck? Then you have Red Dead Online. While there are a lot more quality of life improvements, it is still missing so much from the base game. You can't go camping, and you can't rob trains. How is this an upgrade from the base game? Now I will say, these 4 issues are pretty big, but none of them compare to this last point. Rockstar Games is not Canadian enough, ladies and gentlemen. It is not Canadian enough. Thank you for sticking around to the end. Check out the second channel if you'd like. We're going to have a video about guns coming out soon, and also the commentary video for this video is coming out too.